Hi, it's Faggy from the Educational Art Institute, here today to show you a really wonderful craft activity that you can do with children that is wonderful for their fine motor coordination. It's sewing, but it's not sewing the way you think of it with a piece of material, sewing with a pattern. This is what we have here to sew with. You can buy any of this material in any store. I don't know exactly where you live. We have in our neighborhood, we have a Michael's art supply store. You can buy these kind of hard plastic pieces of material with holes. Sometimes you used to be able to find things with rolls with holes. And you can cut this up to any size. You can have it large like this. You can have it a small one this size, or you can even have a smaller one like this to be a bookmark. Whichever size it is that you try, make sure that you don't give them a size that's too large for them to do, because then they're just going to get frustrated and they're not going to want to do it. And what you do is you get a couple of these yarns that are really inexpensive, and then you get hold of yarn needles. It's much better if you can find the ones that are very blunt so the kids won't get their fingers pricked, but sometimes you might have to do it ones that are a little bit sharp. And what you do is you thread, you make sure that you thread the needle and you tie it for them, and you basically are showing them the technique where they're just going up, up, and down, and they have to follow that all around. Now if they're doing the edges and they want to just keep going down and down, that's okay also, but it's probably better to teach them up and down, because just one way is only going to work by the edges. And then they go all around depending on what size you do it. And when they're ready, they can change colors. They can pick any colors, or they can choose to do the whole color. They can draw something in the middle and sew around it. And this is an absolutely wonderful activity if the kids are bored and they're just sitting around at night after they come home from school or in school. It's an excellent activity for eye-hand coordination, fine motor coordination, and the children absolutely love it. And as I said, just make sure to cut it to fit the age of the child, and they'll just fly with it. And all they want to do is sew, sew, sew. And if you want to hear more about non-copycat arts and crafts that's really good and educational for kids, just hop on over to my website. It's www.educationalartsandrafts.com.